In today's video, we're going to be unboxing 3 fragrances from the House of Xerjoff. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a triple unboxing of the House of Xerjoff. You may have recently seen I did a sampling some lesser-known Xerjoff fragrance videos because, well, I've sampled a lot of the more-known Xerjoff scents like Noxos and Neo and Torino 21, and I'm not really interested in that. I kind of want to find the hidden gems within Xerjoff. And that's difficult because Xerjoff has, I believe, at the time of making this video, over 200 perfumes. The reason why I wanted to own more Xerjoffs is because I really respect the brand. They do really weird, wacky collaborations, wild scent profiles, and they represent a very important brand in the fragrance community and market, being basically a very accessible entry to niche. The problem was, a lot of Xerjoff's fragrances kind of smell the same to me after a big dry down period, and that's because of their perfumer. If you watch the channel Seldomly Often, who is run by Daniel, his link will be in the description. He talks about this a lot with Xerjoff, and he actually made me realize this in my testing. You know, I had samples of Noxos and Torino 21 and Alexandria II and all these different fragrances, and they do dry down to this sort of sweet ambery thing. And when it comes to that base that they use in Xerjoff, I just really couldn't stand it. So that's why I targeted fragrances for the most part that weren't made by the in-house perfumer Chris Maurice, or I think his name is Chris Carbonell. I think he goes by both names. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing Mefisto Gentiluomo, Alexandria II Anniversary, and maybe the one I'm most excited for, Louis XV, 1722. I'll, of course, do most of the unboxing off camera to save time, but I do want to show you guys how the Xerjoff packaging is, because the Xerjoff unboxing experience is, in my opinion, after having bought, countless perfumes, one of the best unboxing experiences and presentations you'll ever see, and it's for a reason. We'll see it later. So we're going to start off with the heavy hitter of this video, which is going to be Alexandria II Anniversary. And I do want to go through the entire unboxing experience just for people that aren't familiar with Xerjoff. So they come in these really unassuming white box protectors, but after you lift this lid off, you'll see the real box is packed in there snug, and you pull it out, and here we go. So this is Alexandria II Anniversary. Alexandria II, the original, is incredibly popular within Xerjoff. It's actually one of the ones that's mentioned the most. And the Anniversary Edition was brought to my attention by, again, Daniel, who said it was way better than the original. I got a sample in the Xerjoff sample video, and I actually loved it. So I went for a bottle after I found one for a really, really good price. And guys, this packaging looks expensive, and we're going to get into this one right now. But you'd be really shocked at the prices you can get Xerjoff for on the gray market, like discounters and all that. I saw Torino 21 the other day, which is one of the most popular fragrances from this house, and you can get it for like $100, sealed, brand new. And the quality here is incredible for that amount of money. So different bottles have different containers, or different, these are like latch boxes. So here we go. This is the inner box, and then let's just make sure the fragrance doesn't actually fall out. This is why the Xerjoff unboxing is so notorious. All right, so here we go. And then what you have to do with these is you gotta lift sort of these curtains, and then you have the bottle presented like that. And I'll show you these bottles up close. These are, in my opinion, some of the most beautiful bottles that are made in perfumery. They are just undeniably high quality. All right, so I got the bottle out for Alexandria II Anniversary, and honestly, guys, this doesn't even feel like I should be allowed to handle this. It feels like some sort of relic you would find in a video game marked as like legendary rarity. You know what I mean? I mean, I know I've been talking about the presentation here, and I'm going to talk about the scent profile, but this bottle is an absolute work of art. So let's get to spraying this. I'll tell you the differences I get between this version and the original Alexandria II. So first of all, they're both absolutely potent fragrances, this and Alexandria II. It's from their Food Stars line, if I remember correctly. And so the original, unfortunately for a lot of people, it kind of reminds them of like baby wipes. It has this clean, floral, powdery, sort of very slightly oudy, slightly skanky smell, and it does remind people of that side of their experiences with life, I guess. The difference between Alexandria II Anniversary and the original is that Alexandria II Anniversary, I feel like it commits to the idea more and it just goes more heavy into the oud side of things. But I know some people get scared when I say oud, but this isn't like your typical oud fragrance. It's not your typical Middle Eastern like amouage, artisanal, Rouge L'Adoré, barnyard oud. This is so clean. I know it's weird when I say clean oud, but it really is. This is like a Xerjoff oud. This is their type of oud. And this has more of that woody oud edge, but it's still just supremely elegant, slight ambery undertone with beautiful rose in here. It's powdery. It is potent. Guys, like, if you try this fragrance, I am not exaggerating. It will last on strip for a week. But it is really, really beautiful. You kind of have to be pretty confident to wear this, in my opinion. People are going to smell you. You will be getting attention. You will be turning heads. I'm not trying to become like a fragrance influencer that tries to tell you, oh, buy this for compliments. That's a bunch of bullshit. But this comes off to me as formal, elegant. Um, you could definitely wear this, daily in the colder weather, but this I think would be absolutely beautiful worn to some sort of formal event. I wouldn't say this is like office friendly or anything like that. It's too strong. Yeah, it's so smooth. And the reason why I said it lasts a week on strip is yes, in my opinion, there are amber woods in this fragrance. I think it's abundantly obvious to anyone with any experience with amber woods that the way they're getting the longevity is with amber woods. But I hate amber woods and I don't hate this. I actually loved it enough to buy a bottle. And the difference is it's so smooth. They've taken away the jagged sort of that weird metallic in your face amber woody edge. And they've just left you with this beautiful floral powdery slightly woody oud. It's incredible. So that is Alexandria II Anniversary. In my opinion, way better than the original Alexandria II. And let's just take one last look at this bottle. I mean, it is an absolute work of art, but unfortunately, it's a fingerprint magnet. Oh God. I mean, I'm going to have to clean this every time I breathe near it. All right, next up, we're going to be unboxing Mefisto Gentiluomo. I went ahead and did all the cellophane stuff off camera, but I do want to show you Mefisto Gentiluomo next because this is actually from a different line under Xerjoff. It's actually their Casa Morati line. It's kind of like a different brand within Xerjoff, but you can see on this box why I bought it. It says right there, traditional Italian barber's blend. This is a beautiful, clean, fresh, floral smelling fragrance. So let's go ahead and open it here because the unboxing experience for this is a little bit different. You can tell it's kind of like, I don't want to say, it is kind of their lower end line in my opinion, but it doesn't mean the quality's bad. So let's get the bottle out of this. Here's the bottle for Mefisto Gentiluomo. Has a little bow tie on it. That's pretty funny. I didn't expect that. So the original is just Mefisto. And that fragrance gets compared a lot to Creed's Silver Mountain Water. And I have to agree, it is basically Creed's Silver Mountain Water, but I would argue even better than Creed Silver Mountain Water. This takes that Mefisto DNA and based on my memory, just this beautiful, clean, sort of powdery lavender, citrus, floral thing, but it's unique in its execution. Let's take a second impression here. Yeah. This is like you're in Italy, just like soft voices murmuring next to the water. Maybe you're in Venice or something. The sunny day outside. You just had, your coffee or whatever. your cappuccino, and you're just having a good day in Italy. That's what this is. Clean, it's powdery. The citruses are actually kind of powdery as well, like sort of blend really well. It's not too powdery. I don't want to make you guys think this is like some sort of powder puff fragrance. It's not. But it's clean, put together. There's some lavender in here. There's this beautiful floral inflection. The floral to me is sort of slightly bitter. I think it's violet actually. Violet does come off as that like sort of slightly purple, irisy, velvety floral smell. Slightly ozonic, even slightly watery. I get from violet. It's really, really clean and airy and beautiful. Still retains a little bit of the original Mefisto DNA, in my opinion, which is that sort of really icy, cool, clean, fresh Silver Mountain water from Creed style. It's got that. It doesn't have that fruitiness from the black currant that Mephisto and Silver Mountain water do. This is more. This is like more upscale. This is more serious. This is sort of a yeah. It's a more serious fragrance. Whereas I feel Mephisto was maybe a little bit more casual in wear. Don't get me wrong, you can wear this every single day though. Mefisto Gentiluomo. Let's take one last look at the bottle here. Uh, it's very nice. I have to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of the shape of these bottles. I'm not sure what they're trying to represent. Sort of broad shoulders. I do like this plaque on the front though. It is very, very nice. Is it metal? It is metal. See, look, you can. They spend money on their presentation. It's just I think I prefer the Alexandria II bottles. All right, last up we have Louis the 15th, 1722 for De Venoge or De Venoge. I mean, these boxes, they really outdo themselves with the presentation, in my opinion. This one has a little write-up on the back. So I think this is a collaboration between Xerjoff and a champagne brand. They say, Louis the 15th, 1722 perfume is emblematic of our collective ambition to redefine what ultimate luxury means. Blah, blah, blah. This is some bullshit, some bullshit write-up. But basically, it's the blends line, which this is part of the Xerjoff blends line, apparently aims to merge sensory and cultural perception. So they basically collaborate with people and brands, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is a 50 ml bottle, not like the Alexandria II, which was 100 ml. And I believe, yes, it comes in a different colored case, which is beautiful. So here we go. Here it is. And let's do the unveiling here. Let's just make sure that it doesn't fall out first, because that would be absolutely catastrophic and really bad. But here we go. Isn't that cool? It has a Louis the 15th sort of embroidered on there. It is actually embroidered, which is really impressive. Then there is the bottle. Always a pleasure unboxing Xerjoff. I really haven't done many Xerjoff unboxings. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful, beautiful bottle. Not sure if you can see that. It has the fleur-de-lis like all over it on the top there. Yeah, incredible. And then I think this is some sort of authenticity guarantee thing. You can sort of scan this or tap it on the website. You see that sticker there? I don't know if I'm going to do that, but it is cool that Xerjoff offers to do that. The glass is it's like crystal. It's so transparent. But onto the smell of Louis the 15th. So you might think this is going to be a real champagne-y, sort of bubbly, fizzy fragrance from it being a collaboration with a champagne brand. And you'd only kind of be partially right, because this fragrance, especially on strip, really doesn't tell the full story. You really have to put this on skin, and I did in my sample video, which is what won me over. This is one of the most bizarre Xerjoff releases I've smelled. It is so complex, it changes so much on skin, and it's hard to pin down exactly what you're smelling. So, especially on strip, I don't want to put any on skin right now because I have to record a bunch of videos tonight. I try to do these videos in bunches for you guys so I can have more content for the channel. Hope you guys understand, but Yeah, I do have knowledge of what this smells like on my skin. So this opens up with a really fizzy, effervescent, sort of bubbly aldehydic, but slightly sweet, almost fruity opening. There's a lot going on, but then on skin, what it does is it goes through this massive transition, which kind of just comes out of nowhere on me. And that fizzy bubbliness kind of goes away. And you move into this sort of woody mid, sort of this woody smell. It's not really a dry wood or anything like that. It's more of like this cedar woody, sandal woody sort of thing with some remnants of that fruity opening. And then in the base, finally, all that goes away and you're left with these beautiful, warm spices with maybe a little bit of that woodiness. It doesn't have that annoying Xerjoff base. It doesn't get too sweet or ambery. It's kind of well behaved. I don't really anticipate this fragrance, or I don't perceive this fragrance as being too strong or anything like that. It's very complex. It's very well done. It's surprisingly fresh and versatile. This is a really interesting smell. I actually think you could wear this in every single season. I saw some reviews saying, "Oh, this is a cold weather only, cold weather only." I completely disagree. In my opinion, you could even signature scent this if you wanted to. It would come across as, at least in the air, as very interesting, very intriguing, but in my opinion, it's not offensive at all. See, even now, even on strip, when I thought I was done talking about it, I forgot to mention there's also lavender in this and some sort of coffee note. And I do get that. The coffee comes out way more in the dry down, but it isn't really identifiable as coffee. It's sort of this warm, spicy, sort of nutmeggy thing. But the lavender gives us this really great herbal edge. Yeah, Louis the 15th, really one you need to give time. This is not for everyone. This is definitely designed to be very specific, very particular, and I really appreciate it for that because I have to say I have never smelled anything like this. So that concludes the triple unboxing. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I'm very happy and very lucky and fortunate to be able to own all of these Xerjoffs and really experience them. I'm happy I found something I like from the brand because they always interested me. They were always cool, but it's just one of these brands where you have to sift through a lot of them to find the ones that are for you. And I really think that's why Xerjoff has so many perfumes. Like they try to put their hand in every single cookie jar, and that can actually be it can be beneficial to them, but I think it can also be detrimental because I did write off Xerjoff for a very, very long time. If I had to pick a favorite right now out of these three, it would actually be very difficult because I think they are all very distinctly for different purposes. And I think they all execute their purpose extremely well. I think Alexandria II is an extremely regal, elegant, sort of evening cold weather scent. I think Louis the 15th is a very unique potential signature scent. And I think Mefisto Gentiluomo is a very well executed sort of summery floral barbershop. So, you know, if I had to pick, I would say Louis the 15th is actually my favorite out of the three right now, just because it's so unique, followed by Alexandria II and Mefisto Gentiluomo just being right behind it. Maybe because they aren't as unique, but they're still fantastic and I really love them. So, you enjoyed watching the channel, guys, be sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button. I'm recording a bunch of unboxing videos right now, so there will be more in the future. Gonna space them out, obviously. Gonna have sample videos, top 10 lists. I'm gonna have my Amouage ranked video out at 5,000 subscribers, so definitely hit the sub button. Yeah, it's gonna be real hard for me to rank my Amouage. I tried last night. I ended up scribbling all over a page, so that's gonna be fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.